Okay, sorry. Apparently, Shruti ma'am was having a difficulty connecting to the Zoom class, so I was just sharing the link with her. Okay, so why do you think I shared this with you? Yes, Umar. How come I have two Aisha others? Two.
Ma'am, I have internet issues.
Nobody's nobody. Okay, so this is for your creativity. What else? Come on, tell me. Okay, so when I showed you the Hogwarts school, remember we had different elements in a story. You had your introduction, you had your characters, you have your setting, you have your plot, okay, and you also have your final conclusion. So when I showed you the Hogwarts school, which element of the story writing, fiction writing was
Was
I talking
setting
about?
opening.
Thank you. Thank you.
How to
It is
creatively start the
setting.
story.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, now this is a book Umema has been reading, okay? And okay, right. It says, you can hear me clearly, right? Okay. And it's like cheese niblets. The subway was chasing me. My heart was racing. My teeth were chattering. My ears were ringing. I woke up with a start. Phew! It was only a dream. That's right. I was safe and sound in my bed. My ears weren't ringing, but the phone was. Okay. How do you like this stuff? When you're reading it, you actually have that entire image right in front of you. Okay. That what is all setting is about. You all have discussed the setting with me. You all have discussed some of the plots with me. But let me give you a few tools you can use to make your setting even better, to make your writing even more effective. Okay. So today we're going to talk a bit about story settings. Okay. Right. What are the elements required? What are the tools required to make your story settings even more interesting? And then you all are going to make the settings for me. Okay. The setting describes where a story takes place. Okay. It helps build the background and create images in the mind. Right. So when you're reading, like, okay, if you were reading about Hogwarts, so it was a castle,
Ma'am,
okay?
can you tell again? I cannot hear you.
Right. Uh, Aisha, we are going to talk about the setting part, okay, the setting element of your story writing, okay? So, to make your setting in a story more interesting, these are the things you need to consider, okay? The setting, how you're going to write the setting, okay? The setting describes where and when the story takes place, okay? It helps build a background and create images in the mind, okay? So when you are writing describing the setting in a story, make sure right, that you create an image. So when the reader is reading, like when you're talking about a beach, you will not just say, it was beach or it was a sunny day. No, you will go into details. The sun was at its glory, the waves were crashing, and the blue was amazing, right? Wherein you're going to describe and create that kind of image in front of the reader. Remember, story is always about going into a different world altogether. Whoever reads your story, they go into that particular world. They are not in the existing world. Okay? And it helps to set the mood or the tone of the story. Now, in setting, you can describe the time of the day. See, remember, I'm talking about description. Describe the time of the day, the year, the history, the scenery, the weather, the location, the place, the how. It's all up to you, right? But how you're going to do it, that is very important. Okay. Can others hear me? Because Aisha Aga apparently cannot hear me.
Yes,
We
ma'am, we
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
Ma'am, we can hear
clearly.
you.
Okay, thank you so much. Aisha Aga, maybe there's some problem with the internet at your end. So if you could just re-log in, it will be helpful. Okay. So now remember, when you're writing a story, okay,
Ma'am,
and you
I
have to
did
write.
relog in.
Sorry, Aisha. Okay, so when you write a story, you know your characters. We've done the character description very well. We will make sure that my setting is very, very impressive. Okay, see, when you write about us, when we talked about characters, you could imagine the whole character in front of you. It be a person, it be a creature, it be an alien, it be an animal, anything. But the way you'll describe, you can picturize that thing in front of you. The same goes for the setting. When you talk about setting, okay, you make sure that the setting is such, right, that the only thing is, Aisha, maybe there's a problem with your headset. Just check it. Check your headset, Aisha,
I have
again,
internet issues, ma'am.
because I can hear you very clearly. So,
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Or maybe that could be a problem. Humera, where were you, Humera? Long time. I couldn't see you. Where were you? We missed you.
I'm in village.
Okay, we missed you during the exams as well. And so many classes you missed, Humera. It's so nice to see you. Hello, welcome back. Can we all applause for Humera for being back? Yay, Humera. We are really happy to see you. Okay, that's great. Okay. Aisha, please check your headset or your
Ma'am,
volume.
I have internet issues. Everybody's
Okay, maybe
internet
that's the
issues.
reason you can't hear me. So please bear with me and then you can see the recorded session. Okay? How much ever you can hear, no problem. Rest, you can see the recorded session. Okay. So coming back to the setting, when you are describing the setting, okay, make sure that you describe it in such a way that the reader of your story goes into that particular place only altogether. Okay, you don't have to, it's like you your imagination should be such and it should be expressed so beautifully that within few seconds of reading you would be like, oh wow, I can just imagine the whole thing. Okay, so make sure that you describe them very well. Okay, your setting. Now when the reader is reading, okay, he is not just reading, he's not just using the senses of eyes. Remember one thing, whenever a person reads, they are using all the five senses. And what are all the five senses? Your sight, your hearing, your touch, your smell, and your taste. Okay,
Ma'am,
so
how
that means,
smell and taste?
imagine how smell and taste. Come on, who can tell me how smell and taste? Wow, thank you, Aisha, Kazi. Who can tell me how smell and taste they are using? Yes, Hamza. How
The
will?
ice cream tastes as cold as Antarctica that I could not bear it, and then I threw it in the ground.
Thank you, Joey. So here you can actually taste, the ice cream. It was like so yummy, and it was like an entire. And here you can feel it. That pain. So these are the ways you are going to involve your reader. Remember, you are going to make sure that when you're talking about the food, okay, or when you're talking about some clothes, the cloth was so coarse and caused rashes, right? So you create that kind of imagination, and they can actually feel that cloth, that yes, it would be so rough and hard and it was hurting, right? Or maybe you could say the princess's gown, it was made of pure silk, it was a flowy silk, it was as soft as butter, and the color
Ma'am, we
was the
can
palest
say
blue.
for smell like um the garbage truck was coming near me and the smell was very bad.
Yes. So this is the way you are going to make sure that you involve all the senses.
Mama,
So
I can't hear you.
Omar can't hear me now. Guys, others can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, now your voice
Can
came.
hear you.
Joveria, everybody can hear me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
my Ma'am, now your voice came.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, before it was.
Okay, can you all hear me, guys?
Yes. Ma'am, we can hear you. Ma'am, you got stuck.
Okay. Can you all hear me now, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Dania. Thank you so much. Okay. So now coming back to my story writing, remember we are going to make sure that when I'm going to describe a setting, I'm going to make sure that I use all the five senses which the reader will visualize. Okay. So a
Ma'am,
good
you
setting helps the reader visualize the places in the story. Okay. A good author, that is you, who's going to write the story, includes description of the setting using five senses. So you're going to use your sight. Okay. You're going to use your hearing. You're going to use sound. Maybe you cannot use all five at one go, but accordingly, you're going to adjust. Got it, everybody? Yeah?
ma'am, you
Okay.
will need a
Now, just look at the picture. Okay. You can see it on the Okay, sorry guys, I don't know why today I'm having an internet problem. Okay, so shall I share the screen again? Okay, right. Can you see the screen, everybody? Yeah. Okay, now you
Yes.
look at the picture. Okay, now look at the picture and tell me which is a better description of the picture. The first one, the castle was beside the water, or the second one, the waves crashed loudly against the shoreline. The fog lifted lightly and the medieval castle came into the view. It was a beautiful sight. The fog brushed my face and I could smell the smoke from the fire in the distance and taste the sea salt on my lips.
Ma'am, I feel the second one is good.
Good done, yeah, excellent. The second one is good. Okay, now in second one, what all senses has the author used? Author is the person who writes, right? So I'll say instead of author, I'll say my rights because you all are going to write a story. So what all senses did my rights use in the second one?
Ma'am, eyesight?
Okay, because the castle came into the view, right? So you could
Yeah,
see it.
ma'am.
What else? Thank you, Danya. Next, who's going?
Taste, ma'am.
Taste. Excellent, Hamdan. Give me an example. Where did they taste it? Where is the taste used?
Salty water, sea salt water. On my
Thank you. The last sentence. Taste the sea salt on my lips. Excellent.
Ma'am,
Excellent.
here.
Here you
Ma'am,
see.
I'm
eyes.
here.
Just a minute.
Sight.
Sorry. Aisha Kazi. Did you see that?
Ma'am,
Here,
loudly. Here.
here they've used the sea also, taste sense also.
Ma'am,
Excellent.
crashed loudly.
Yes, Umar. So which sense is used out here?
Here.
Hearing, excellent. So the waves crashed loudly. So when a reader is reading, okay, he can imagine, wow, the waves are crashing. So here you've used what?
I could smell the smoke.
Thank you. And smell the smoke. Excellent, excellent. So here you're using the smell, nose. That is the sense of smell. So here the rights have used
Ma'am,
all
I
five
could
senses.
taste.
Yes?
I could. distance and taste the sea salt on my lips.
Please speak a bit loudly.
After I could smell the smoke
Yes.
from the
So
fire
here,
in the distance and taste the sea
excellent,
salt on my lips.
excellent. So when you say I could smell the smoke from the fire, so that
नहीं
means there
यानी
is a
बहुत कम
fire.
आवाज आती है कभी इससे
Lovely,
आती
lovely.
कभी इससे आती कभी दोनों से नहीं आती कभी क्रैक होती है
What happened, Umar? I hope all okay at your end, Umar. Okay. Right. So Aisha, Kazi, are we clear on all the senses that are being used? Hamza,
Yes.
are we okay about it? Juvi, got it? Okay. So Humaira, Qasim, Tanya, any questions about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Any
No.
questions? Okay, I hope you all
No,
have
ma'am.
understood.
No, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So now when you are going to describe something, the setting, you are going to give me this kind of description. All right. And now we start with the fun part. Okay. I'm going to show you images and I want you all to describe them for me. Can we do it? Using all the senses?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, I
Yes.
can do it.
Okay. Yeah, I like the spirit, Dania. Well done. Okay. Right. A forest. Go on. It's going to be everybody putting in, okay? Everybody.
It has thick trees and animals all around it, from big to small.
Okay. I need a bit loudly. I don't know why I can't hear you even though I'm wearing headphones. I'm just a bit surprised. Yes.
You can remove your headphones.
No, then I won't be able to hear at all, darling, because there's a problem with the speaker of my laptop. Okay. Come on, guys, forest.
Ma'am, here we can see thick trees and all.
Mm-hmm. More. I want more description. Setting, I want more description, guys.
Dense forest
Okay.
with large big
Dense
trees
forest, okay, Hamdan,
and
good.
green.
And don't give me just words, give me sentences.
So much.
With greenery all around and birds chirping.
Go on. Yes. Yes, I think Juveria, go on.
This forest is very gloomy and dark, but it is as beautiful as this forest is very gloomy and
You would
dark.
say this
but
forest. You're writing it in your story. So the forest was very dark. Okay, you will
the
say it that
forest
way.
was very dark and gloomy, yet it was very beautiful. I could
Okay.
see many animals and beautiful, unique birds flying above me. It was a wonderful sight.
Okay. Right. Hamdan, Humaira, please, are you answering? If not, unmute yourself and whoever is the
Yes,
host,
I want
take
to.
your host. Go on, Humaira. What describe a forest, please?
The forest have so many different trees and had a greeneries.
Good. Well done. Yes, go on. Come on, guys. I want more. Y'all can do so much better, right? Y'all can do definitely better than that, okay? Give me more. If I'm talking about trees, okay, guys, I want y'all to describe trees to me. Yes, Dania? Alhamdulillah.
So many different animals are there.
Okay, all right. So I got trees and animals. Okay, come on. Aisha, Aga, Umar, everybody, describe the trees. Imagine you're using your different senses. So how will you describe the trees? Come on, guys. Describe some trees for me. Or the forest, the greenery. Yes, Hamdan, go on.
the trees are so tall that the sunlight is blocked and the forest
Wow,
is
I like
dark
that,
in the day.
Aisha. Go on.
And the forest is dark even in the day.
Okay, so you could just say like it makes like a canopy, like a tent. Okay, okay. Then come on, you with trees. Okay, this is seeing. Okay, now with trees, use the sense of hearing.
I could hear the lion rolling and the birds
And
chirping.
the birds chirping. Okay, excellent, Juvaria. You can always use with trees also. Yes, Hamdan, you want to say
And
something?
the chicks asking for food. Those bird chicks asking for food.
Okay, okay.
Um,
So with trees, what can you use? I want with trees only, no animals or birds. With trees, but excellent. Juvaria and Hamdan, great going. I like it. But with trees, if I want to use the sense of hearing, what would I say?
As the rain fall from the sky, I could hear them fall on the leaves of the tree.
Okay, I like that, Aisha Kazi. Okay, and what about if there's a wind blowing? Then what would happen to the trees and the leaves? Come on, Umar, Umar, where are you? I can't see you, Umar. Dania, come on.
Ma'am, I am eating breakfast.
Aisha, go on. I know you have internet issue, but you can add on, you can put it in the chat. It's perfectly okay. So when the wind is blowing, what will happen to the trees and the leaves? Come on, sense of hearing. The winds are the leaves are rustling.
Ma'am,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
can, we can hear the tree leaves rusting and falling off.
Yes,
We can hear
Aisha.
the wind. We can hear the
Excellent.
wind.
Excellent. Excellent. So the leaves are rustling. The branches are brushing against each other. Okay.
Rushing
And
against.
suppose if
Okay,
it's
ma'am.
nighttime and you want to make it something scary, so you could say the wind was howling. Right? The wind was howling and the leaves made an eerie sound. Okay? Got it, guys? I'm just putting in chat some words for y'all to refer.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
that is good. Now, with trees itself, if I want to use my sense of smell, how will I do it?
we could smell
Hamza.
the beautiful flowers scent.
Oh, lovely, lovely,
And
excellent.
when it
Oh,
rained, after the rain, we could smell the aroma of the mud after the rain.
After my
wow, wow. I like that word, aroma. Okay, good. What else? Come on, guys. Go on, Danya. You wanted to say something?
ma'am, it will be very
Ma'am,
rusty and
Okay, first Dania, then Aisha. Go on, Dania.
ma'am, after the rain, we can even smell the trees' leaves smell.
Okay, okay. So you have to tell me. Make a sentence and tell me. Okay? Right. Aisha, go on.
we can see all the all the houses, the like very
No,
loose
no. We're
houses.
talking about trees and the sense of smell. How will I use sense of smell while writing and using trees as the object in my setting? Yes, Juveria. Umar, where are you? Today I can't see you. I just can
The
see your
mint,
curtains.
the
Ma'am, can I?
smelter,
Yes, yes, Juvi, go on.
I was in the middle of a deep dark forest. The wind. I was terrified and scared. The wind was howling, and the animals were and the animals were growling. I was so scared that I almost fainted until I saw a glowing butterfly in the dark forest, which helped me overcome my fear.
Ooh, that's a nice one, Juvi. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Now I want you to help me, Juveria, using a tree, okay? Right? I'll just show you. I don't have a tree, okay, but a plant, okay? Using a tree, okay? What sense of smell can I evoke? What sense of smell?
I
Hamdan
could
said about the soil and the leaves, and Aisha Kazi said about the rains. So give me more sense of smells. Go on,
I
Aisha.
could smell
And
the
ma'am,
green barks of the trees that were
Oh,
that all around the forest.
okay, okay.
I could smell the woody smell of the wood.
Yes, the woody scent. Okay, I had that woody scent. Okay, excellent. I loved it. Juveria, you drafted the whole thing beautifully. I loved it. Each one of you all are giving me, yes, mango. Of course, Hamza, with that coming now in the season. So I'm loving the way you all are talking about. So um, maybe I could even suppose if I want to make it adventure or a thriller or a scary one, then how will I use the sense of smell and trees? You all have been giving me really nice smells, like aromas and beautiful smell. So if I want to make it a bit adventure or a scary,
I could
We
smell
found
the
bears. We found bears near the river with her cub. She was fishing for. She was fishing for her cub. Then when she
no, no,
after
no,
she fished, she went to
go on,
she
go on, go
fetched.
on.
She got some berries, and then when she saw us, she started to growl, and then we all got scared and moved away from there.
Okay. No, no, I want trees, and I'm just talking right now only related to trees and the sense of smell.
The aroma of the beautiful fruits in the tree made me hungry.
Okay. So again, this is
All
a
the
good thing.
fruits,
there were rotten
all
fruits
the fruits
all
in the
around
tree
the
be
trees,
destroyed.
Yes, the
and
rotten
Because of the
fruits and
rain.
the stench, it was like dead rat. You could say that, right? Or you could say the stench coming from the leaves, the rotten leaves, the stench coming from that
Yes,
was
ma'am.
like a dead rat. Excellent, Aisha Kazi. Aisha Aga, you wanted to say something?
Ma'am, all the fruits would be destroyed on the tree.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Yes, Hamza, Umar, y'all want to add on to something? Come on, guys. I'm expecting y'all to answer. You can't do this to me. Hamza, Umar, Hamza, you are my storyteller and you don't reply, I don't like it. Umar, you have such good input and you don't reply, I don't like it. Okay. Now, the next thing is you want to go for city or you want to go for a village, guys?
Ma'am, can I say one thing about
Village.
trees? Can I say one thing about trees?
Yes, please.
When we went, so the trees made the trees have shapes that scared us. Like it has shapes of
Oh, yes.
like
Very good.
animals and all in shapes.
Yes. So I want you to phrase it in a better way, Hamdan. I like your idea, but make sure that you phrase it in a much, much better way. Okay. So now you all want to go for village. Or wait, I'll give you more options, guys. Wait a minute. I'll give you more options. Tell me. And then I'm going to give you a homework too. A port, a beach, mountain, space, hurricane, Antarctica, valley, haunted house. Yeah. Lagoon, a castle, a town, farm. Thank you. And I'm done. Come on, guys.
A haunted house.
haunted house.
I knew it. Okay. Haunted house, you're going to use all the 5 senses. Okay. Come on, start. You can think about, yes, Tanya, go on.
Ma'am, we can see the ghosts inside the house like with our eyesight.
No, but don't give me that way that we can see. Just draft a sentence for me. Write a sentence for me saying like, how will you say that sentence, Dania?
I was at the first floor of the
Can
haunted
I say
house.
one?
Okay. First thing is you're going to describe that house to me, guys. Okay. So
Ma'am,
when you're describing, I get to see that
I heard,
house.
Ma'am, I
ma'am,
Yes,
was
Aisha.
at
I
the
heard children screaming in the house.
Umar, hold on. Aisha Aga is talking. After Aisha Aga, you tell me, Umar. Okay. Go on, Aisha Aga.
Ma'am, it could be I heard children screaming in the house.
Yes. I always hear Mandela screaming in my session. So it's a haunted session. You're right. Okay. Yes, Umar, go on.
I was at the first floor of the haunted house. It was so dark that I could not see anything. And then I saw a white shadow pass through me. I got so terrified that I sat down with fear. Then I could feel a dead rat under my hand, so I quickly got up and, and I walked a little further, and I could smell a very bad aroma which was coming from the house. I pinched my nose, and then I went to the second floor, and ma'am, what is else left? Sense, smell. Um,
Okay, let's elaborate a bit on more on that. Okay, Juveria, because okay, you need not give me the entire thing. You could have given me even one sentence was enough. I'll come to you, Juvi, just a minute. Umar, you wanted to say something? Umar, Umar, are you there? You wanted to say something,
Yes,
Umar?
ma'am. I was
Yeah,
not
go
able
on.
to hear.
Sorry, go on.
Ma'am, when I was climbing the stairs, I heard noises of crying and yelling.
Okay, okay. Now, okay. When
And
I talk about steps,
when I
okay, guys, is this yes, Aisha Kazi, go on.
when I saw the haunted house, it was as dark as the shadows at night. And when I entered and when I was going up the stairs, I felt some footsteps behind me, and
Ooh, you're scaring me.
a shiver ran down my back.
Ooh, okay, excellent, excellent. Okay. So now first thing when you're seeing the house, okay, you can talk about the fog and the mist surrounding the house.
Ma'am,
Okay?
ma'am,
Yes, I'm done.
ma'am, the haunted house was filled with spider web pods.
Yes, definitely. This is the way you can describe the house, okay? And then the initial impression should be it was large and gloomy, okay? Gloomy, right? And the shadows were really big, okay? Huge. Okay, now you can talk when you're walking, okay? The floorboards were creaking, you know, that right? And the wind howling past could be like, you know, from the windows when the wind were howling, you could explain that as well. Okay, and I could taste the fear in my mouth, right? Because you were so scared with what was happening. So yes, guys, I like the way you're working towards it. I love it. For homework, I want you all to do any one of this and put it on the Google Classroom. Okay, you can pick up whichever setting you want. You want a town, you want a castle, a lagoon, a haunted house also you want to continue, please carry on. It's perfectly okay. Okay. You know what? I'll share this with you. I'll share this PPT with you. You all can go through it. You can have that picture in front of you and you can do the description. Is that okay, everybody? And I want an assignment submitted by everybody, each one of you. Otherwise, the next session you would be sitting in the waiting room. Is that a deal? And I'll be going on with the session. Hamza, is that a deal, Hamza? Hamza, Hamdan, Umar, Dania, everybody can hear me, right? So
Yes,
please
ma'am.
submit your assignment. All you have to do is describe big setting for any one thing, any one of them. It could be haunted house, village, town, city, lagoon, fort. It's up to you. Got it, everybody? So
Yes.
take care. Don't get scared. Don't let shivers run down your spine, and don't let all of the come for you. Right? Don't worry. Okay then. Take care. Bye bye. Have fun.
Doubt. Ma'am,